Hello and welcome to Taper Talks. Here is where we delve into the often misunderstood and challenging journey of tapering off prescribed medications. I'm your host, Jody Ford, author of my Drug Taper Journal books, yoga teacher, and chemical brain injury survivor. In this podcast, I intend to explore, share tips, stories, and resources to inform and to help you calm your nervous system, which can help reduce symptoms. Whether you're supporting someone else, ready to start your own taper journey, or already on the path, the most important thing I can offer you is hope. No one can take this journey for you, but someone who has been down the path can take this journey with you. You are not alone. So let's step onto the path together, one episode at a time. The definition of a drug taper is the orderly, methodical, and often a slow reduction of a drug over a period of time until one is completely off the drug. In this episode, I'll share with you my personal withdrawal story, provide some tips and resources, and end with a short guided calming practice. Please note, there will be a mention of suicide ideation. On August 1st, 2017, I began a journey to wean myself off gabapentin, a drug that had been prescribed to me 8 years prior for off-label use. Unaware of the powerful and unforgiving nature of this drug, my journey quickly became a mistake of epic proportions. It turned into a nightmare as I dropped down the rabbit hole of prescribed drug withdrawal. Lacking proper guidance on how to safely taper off gabapentin, I underestimated my brain's dependency on the drug. The medical community, heavily influenced by pharmaceutical reps and driven by profit motives, left me, and thousands like me, vulnerable to the devastating effects of drugs such as gabapentinoids, benzodiazepines, Z-drugs, SSNRIs, antidepressants, opioid analgesics, and more. Information on prescribed harm can be hard to find. This type of illness is hidden from view in a society that would rather not acknowledge or discuss it. This silent epidemic contrasts starkly with the support systems in place for other illnesses, where rallying around the afflicted is commonplace. In stark contrast, those harmed by prescribed drugs often face indifference or blame, with little acknowledgement or support. In mid-year 2017, my focus was to support my husband through cervical spinal surgery and my daughter through a hip replacement, all while preparing to lead a 6-month yoga teacher training in early winter. My goal was to be free of gabapentin and ready for those upcoming challenges, and what I hoped would be a 2-month taper after 8 years of taken as prescribed use. However, after reducing my dose by half in just over 3 weeks, I experienced severe withdrawal symptoms, forcing me to revert to my original dose and 2 months later to stabilize. Then began a painstakingly slow micro-taper that lasted nearly 4 years. During those years, I endured nearly unbearable suffering, experiencing over 75 withdrawal symptoms, including relentless insomnia, severe fatigue, burning skin, brain fog, panic attacks, depression, and extreme anxiety. My nervous system was in a complete state of dysregulation, and I felt like my essence was slowly draining from me. The doctors I was trying to work with at the time had no idea how to help me and wanted to try antidepressants and other drugs, which I declined. Eventually, I was told all of this was my original symptoms returning, which was ridiculous. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of us, there is no help from the medical community. They often have no idea what to do, and some simply don't care. Soon the realization became evident that I was on my own. By the end of 2017, I could no longer teach or work. For the majority of the next 4 years, I was rarely able to leave my house. For a period of 2 years, I could not read, write, or form complete sentences while speaking. The dysregulation of my brain and nervous system ignited mast cell activation syndrome and worsened existing autoimmune conditions, leaving me disabled and isolated. During the latter part of the second year into this nightmare, I began to implement a plan to end my life. I focused for several months to get things in order and make the arrangements I thought would ease the strain on my family for the exit I was planning. This was the first time in my life I had ever considered suicide. It would not be the last. What ultimately kept me from following through time and again was focusing and refocusing on the realization of what my family would experience and what that aftermath would look like. I also held on for my dogs and the original commitment I had made to myself to see the taper through to the end. So I decided to wait and see. I was very fortunate to have a supportive and loving partner, which is not always the case for many, a few helpful online support groups, and some wonderful members. This is where I was finally able to understand what was happening to me and how to properly organize my taper to experience the least harm. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic's enforced isolation oddly mirrored my own, providing a strange sense of communal solitude. Everyone's lives were suddenly and shockingly changed, just like mine had been for the 3 years prior. I finally completed my taper on April 4th, 2021, with the majority of severe symptoms now gone or manageable. And for the career I lost during those years, and for the health I am still regaining, for the constant sickness and isolation, for the lack of medical understanding, and for the countless others who suffer and are permanently damaged due to prescribed harm, and for the career I lost during those years, and for the health I'm still regaining, for the constant sickness and isolation, for the lack of medical understanding, and for the countless others who suffer and are permanently damaged due to prescribed harm, I hold contempt toward the for-profit pharma and medical complexes. This contempt also fueled my perseverance through the darkest times, even when I doubted my survival. Yet I am profoundly grateful. Grateful for my loving partner who carried me through, for the unwavering support of my daughter and grandsons, for the handful of friends, and for the online communities that provided crucial support. I am thankful to have made it through. As I continue on my healing journey, I'm focused on supporting those harmed by prescribed drugs. So I created my Drug Taper Journey, a series of 3 tapering journal support workbooks available on Amazon to aid others on this difficult path. These books include therapeutic activities, valuable resources, personal progress referencing, and symptom pattern detection to manage a protocol and create a record for yourself or your healthcare team. As a resource, I highly recommend the Withdrawal Project website. This is a grassroots community effort of the Inner Compass Initiative. With a vast library of information to learn, prepare, taper, cope, heal, and connect, whether it's psychiatric drugs or other brain dependency-causing drugs. You can find this website address in the show notes. And now let's give our nervous systems a break. Wherever you are right now, stop any other activities other than listening and getting comfortable. Seated is good, lying down even better. But if you are standing, that's okay too. Just find yourself in a place where you feel comfortable and safe. Begin to turn your awareness inward, tuning into the flow of your breath as it comes in and goes out. Taking a full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Once more, taking a full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Release any muscles you don't need to use right now, and allow your body to be soft so you can feel it expand as you breathe in and gently contract naturally as you breathe out. The shoulders softening down, unclenching your jaw and softening your face. And as you feel yourself dropping into your body, connecting to your breath, begin with your mind's eye to envision a clear blue sky above you and all around you 360 degrees, as if you are seated in an expansive plain and all that is around you is sky, everywhere you look, clear and blue. And you feel yourself lifting up so that you are floating in the sky, letting your body and mind merge with the energy of the clear blue sky, letting the clear, fresh energy pass through you. Feeling your mind open, clear. Feeling your body free and clear. Spend a few moments now relaxing in this energy. And now begin to feel yourself lowering back down, feeling anchored and grounded beneath you, grounded in this clear, fresh energy. Notice a lightness in your body, even though it's still rooted firmly to the earth and to this moment. Carry this sensation with you as you take a few full breaths all the way down to your belly, filling your torso and exhaling through your mouth. Slowly roll your shoulders, open your hands, and then curl your fingers gently into a fist. And as you open your fingers again, open your eyes to the space around you. If you're hearing this message, You've listened to my new episode all the way to the end, and for that, I thank you. May we be at peace in our hearts. May we be at peace in our homes. May we be at peace with one another. And remember, you are not alone. Not now, not ever. Don't give up.